I'm Krishi Khayewal. I'm 12 years old and I'm from New Delhi. I participated in the book reading session 46 with Dr. Kiran Bedi. I loved this session. I learned about yoga and its importance and how it is so important for mental and physical well-being. I learned the importance of Kram Yoga and I learned a lot about autism. I loved learning there and I hope to see you all again. Thank you. I'm Krishi.
My hobbies reflect different parts of my personality. I enjoy boxing, which gives me strength and discipline, graphic designing, which lets me express creativity, writing poems, which helps me express my thoughts and emotions, and public speaking to share ideas confidently. These activities helps me create, grow, and become better every day. Thank you.
My hobbies include playing chess and exploring artificial intelligence, which sharpen my thinking and push me to learn beyond limit. My talent is quizzing, where my strong general knowledge and curiosity help me tackle a wide range of questions with confidence. Thank you.
My hobbies are painting and singing, which help me express my creativity and relax my mind. My talent is dancing, where I confidently express my emotions through movements. I also have good communication skills, which help me express my thoughts clearly and interact confidently with others. Thank you.
I have been passionate about sport since childhood, playing cricket, practicing skating, and currently training in 10-meter pistol shooting. I have cleared pre-nationals and currently preparing for nationals. Thank you.
I love expressing myself in fun ways. My favorite talent is public speaking. I like to speak in front of people and express my thoughts confidently. It makes me feel seen and excited. In my free time, I absolutely love dancing and cooking. Dancing is like a therapy to me and it makes me feel full of energy, and cooking is also like a fun experiment to me. Thank you.
My favorite book is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I like this book because it teaches us to follow our dreams and believe in ourselves. The book shows that with clear determination in yourself and following a path can lead us to better success. With determination, we can lead anything and become successful in our life. Thank you.
My favorite book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book teaches how small daily habits can lead to big changes in life. It also helps me understand the importance of consistency and good habits. I like it because it gives simple and practical ways to improve ourselves step by step. Thank you.
My favorite book is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I love its magical world and even though I am not a big reader. Thank you.
I have read books like Ramcharitmanas by Tulsidas, where I admire Lord Rama for his bravery, wisdom, and kindness towards his families and people. I also inspired by Bhakt Prahlad, whose strong faith in God made him face all difficulties and achieve success. Thank you.
My favorite book is called The Hard Thing About Hard Things by Ben Horowitz. It's a really inspiring book as it teaches about building a company and facing tough challenges. What I love the most is how it teaches that no easy formula can make you successful. This book teaches us that struggles are a part of success and that's what makes it so powerful. Thank you.
जय धारी माँ. I welcome our audience. जुड़िए हमारे साथ. Bless our children. The big children, they're talking big things, wise things. Mummy, they'll
Yes.
introduce themselves, then they'll talk about their topic, then we have a Q&A. So, आप शुरू करें please.
Well, happy to see you, children. I've just come driving back from my swimming class. I just finished my swimming, and I made it just in time for you. But so I see Navya, Kabir, Akriti, and
हाँ बेटा इनका वो स्क्रॉल नीचे मेरा भी जरा
मेरा स्क्रोल खराब होता है.
नहीं, it's
हाँ
here also.
हाँ, ये नजर नहीं आ रहा. Anyway, I see Akriti,
Okay,
Akshit,
it's
Kabir,
Akshit,
Kushi, and
Akshit,
Navya.
Khushi. It's
Huh.
Navya, Kabir, Akriti, Akshit, Khushi.
Yeah, I've seen this from here now.
Setting. Just tell her to change the setting for you.
We need to change the setting, but I get the names. Now, so Navya is from KL International School. Where? Where? Somebody's mic is on. There's a disturbance.
Mama, I think it's yours.
It's not from here.
अच्छा, अभी
So international school where?
अभी ठीक है, बिल्कुल ठीक है
Navya,
जी.
which school? Where is the school?
All the children are from Merit.
Acha.
Ma'am, it's in
All
Meerut, Uttar Pradesh.
one merit, wait, one school completely?
नहीं जी, नहीं. They are from the same city.
Okay, tell me what is new in merit. Something new is happening for merit. Tell me, Navya.
Ma'am, something new, I'd like to specify that there are many more opportunities that are coming for students in sports. There are things that are happening, like new competitions that include public speaking, debating, and showcasing your talents.
Kabir, what do you think is mean new in merit? Some recent announcement.
Ma'am, they introduced metro in Meerut.
Kushi, you tell me what is new announced recently by the government of India. Kushi, Akshat, do you know?
Yes,
What?
ma'am. They announced metro in Meerut
Exactly.
to Delhi.
Right. They've announced the merit. What else? Metro?
Ma'am, they announced the fastest metro in Meerut, ma'am, Namo Bharat.
Yeah. Why I ask you this is to check whether you read the news. All of you read the newspaper daily or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Navya,
Yes,
do you read
ma'am.
it?
Yes, ma'am. I usually check it online.
Acha. Kabir, do you read it?
No, ma'am.
So that's one habit which you all children must have is read the newspaper. Whether you read it online or a hard copy, it's okay. But if you have a hard copy and there's something in the library or at home, read them. Get into this habit because otherwise your general knowledge will not increase. Books will give you lot of knowledge, but general knowledge, general awareness will come only through newspapers. And there's also about other areas, so which will benefit you as you grow. And you're from the same school, except Navya, she's from the KL International School. Yours is also in Merit. Okay, now the subject today is digital awareness and responsibility. Okay, Navya, we can begin with you. What have you to say?
Mommy, we'll just start today's session with a little prayer for Asha ji. May her soul rest in peace. She is
Yes.
moved beyond.
Yes, yes. She's contributed immensely for the country, the
Yes,
voice
she's
of
given all of us so much.
so much of joy.
Yes.
May her soul rest in peace.
Yes, and she's going to be happy seeing all you children grow. That's what she wanted. She wanted joy in people's lives.
Okay, so Kabir, would you begin with digital awareness and responsibility? What do you think about?
Yes, ma'am. Today, I would like to talk about digital addiction and need for mindful usage. In today's world, children and teenagers are surrounded by different digital devices. These devices has made learning easier and smarter, but also led to growing addictions. Many youngsters find it difficult to stay away from their phone even for a minute, but they spend hours on scrolling, social media, playing games, and many more. This habit not only affecting their academics but also affecting their social life. They prefer virtual connections over real ones. They avoid meaningful interactions with their families and friends. Gradually, this leads to reduced attention span and lack of focus. Uh, However, we cannot ignore that my digital skills are essential in today's life. The children need to be tech savvy to succeed in this modern world. Therefore, we can guide children to use technology wisely. That is, setting time limits, prioritizing studies and relationship, and balancing screen time over real life experiences. Let us remember that technology should be a tool that we control, not a tool that control us. Thank you.
इधर टिश्यू नहीं है.
चलो वेरी नाइस बच्चे. खुशी, आप बताओ बच्चे, योर थॉट्स.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
thoughts.
Ma'am, social influence versus reality. सोशल मीडिया हमारी लाइफ का बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट बन गया है. इट इन्फ्लुएंस हाउ वी थिंक, हाउ वी फील और हाउ वी सी अदर्स. मैम सोशल मीडिया से बहुत जुड़ चुके हैं एंड सोशल मीडिया पर लोग अपनी हैप्पी मूवमेंट्स एंड अचीवमेंट शेयर करते हैं, बट वो अपना बैकग्राउंड शेयर नहीं, डिफरेंट होती है. लोग अपने हैप्पी मोमेंट्स शेयर करते हैं लेकिन वो अपनी सैडनेस और अंदर की इनसिक्योरिटी शेयर नहीं करते. It influence that not the social media is just a fake version. It's a edit version, not a reality, not a whole truth. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Akshit, your turn.
Digital webbing and mindful usage. Ma'am, I think, ma'am, that digital addiction is when we scroll and without taking our mind in use, and we just scroll and taking screen, and without, many of us get addicted by apps, games very much because they are designed in such a way that we get addicted and use it all our day. But this habit affect our studies and reduce our focus and concentration. When this addiction is mindful, can be mindfully usage, when by we can use it for our self awareness, for our development, for our studies, and we should control technology, and technology should not control our lives and emotions. Thank you.
Perfect. Excellent. Akriti, you?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma'am. My topic is digital well-being and correct usage. Ma'am, in today's world, we often see that the moment we wake up and till the moment we sleep, we have our devices in our hand. We are intaking the screen so much that it's hampering our mental health, our focus, and even our social life. Our focus, basically, in recent studies, it showed that increased screen time has reduced focus at a rapid stake in youngsters because due to screen time, we limit ourselves to only just a screen, which is really not good for the future generation and the youth of the country. The alternative or the correct use for it is we should use technology as a thing that we can achieve good things for, not just we are scrolling every day for long and long hours with no uses. Thank you, ma'am.
We've shared their thoughts. I think we can start with the Q&A, and through the Q&A you can share a lot of your insights and answers.
Okay. So, Akshat, can you begin with your question?
Yes, ma'am. My question is, what is the one habit that every person should develop early in their life to become successful?
To realize what is most precious in one's life. The earlier a person realizes, the more rewarding the life will be. There are many. There are many. There are many habits. But if you ask me one habit which I believe every student should develop, that's your question, early in life to become successful, is to realize what's most precious and what cannot be purchased because it's limited. It's very limited. And it get exhausted. Once the day is over, it gets exhausted. You start all over again. You cannot carry it forward like a bank account. So it's not like money. Money you can save, accumulate. You can lose, you can gain. You can gain also. You can multiply it. So it's not money, but something else. And that is
Okay.
time. And that is time. That is time. The moment you realize as a child, as a student, that you are equal, time makes you all equal. You are neither rich nor poor. Every one of us, as God has gifted us, every one of us, same number of hours, everybody. Rich, poor, child, adult, man, woman. Geographically, you may be America here. Every human being has one equality. And that is every one of us is invested and gifted with 1 hour a day. One is time a day. 1 hour, 24 hours of the day.
Yes,
It can,
ma'am.
if you've invested, if you've done well, but you either spend it or you invest it. You waste it or use it. You pass it or you capture it. You talked about the digital reels, right? You did. So what are people? And when you start watching the reels or digital, when it's not productive, when it's not learning, when it's not research, because internet is very good for research. Internet is
Yes,
very
ma'am.
good. It's education. But if you just pass it on, what are you wasting? What are you investing? Or what are you expending time? So I would say one habit. If every student develops early in life, and but this is wisdom. I would say this is wisdom. It doesn't come naturally. It sometimes dawns on you. My parents tell you, teachers tell you, but you don't understand it. You say, oh, you take life for granted. Children, students, people, we all take life for granted when it cannot be taken for granted. We do not know if tomorrow will happen. We have no control over tomorrow's time. We only control even now, only now. Today we are remembering Asha Bhosle. See, she's gone. She had a limited time on earth and she's gone.
Yes, ma'am.
And the way she was productive, the way she was contributing, the way she was enriching our literary life, musical life, she valued her time. She prepared and then she created that wealth of music where she will be heard for life. She will be heard forever. Her songs and music will last forever. Like her sisters, Lata Mangeshkar's is forever. So what you do with the time, and if it's valuable, it is forever. But what is wasted is gone. You cannot recover it. So what I'm saying
Yes.
is, if I would say one habit, which every student, in brief, I would say, is the value for time. That how precious it is, and that you cannot buy it, you can only waste it, you can certainly invest it. Like you are when you go to school, you are investing into education,
Yes, ma'am.
you are investing into your next class, and you are growing up to become what you want to be, to be able to live your own lives. So I think the earlier a student, earlier any person in life, any person, and that person can be anybody. This is one thing which does not differentiate, and God gives it equally to everyone. You cannot say rich or poor. You can buy time. You know what? You can buy time. You know what? You can buy time. Do you know how you can buy time? You buy time when you create support systems. When you have support systems, somebody to do those things you can delegate to. It's office work, it's homework, You delegate to a tutor. You are giving time to a tutor, but you are delegating, but to be learning. So you are investing back, but you've delegated time. You are listening to the teacher. You are delegating, but you are also learning. It's something in the process. Just as when you hire support services, you are paying for the services, but you're also getting something in return to do your time better. To learn. So more you learn on time management and value for time. So if you learn, now what happens? Let's understand that when you learn to value time, what will you do? You'll be careful with your time. It's like money. It's like money. You can burn money. You can burn time also. You burn money, but money can come. When you burn time, it won't come. It won't come. When you waste time into something which is extraneous or which is not productive, unproductive gossip, complaining unnecessarily, right? It's backbiting, telling lies, hurting people, you're burning time. So the more you invest your time, I would say that is the one belief which I've lived with and I live till now. Till now. Till now, this moment. I told you, I've just come back from my swimming class. I could have slept through the afternoon. Returned from my very important event in Amritsar yesterday. Went to sleep by 2 o'clock at night. But I started my day on time. I started my day on time with all that I do in the morning time: reading, exercising, meditating, helping, or getting all myself organized, and then finding I could have been lazy a little to sleep in the afternoon a little longer, but I got myself out of the bed. I got myself out of the bed that I have to go and earn my day, and went to swim, exercised, and I came back in time for your class, here, digital class. So I would say, good, thank you, Akshit, for asking this question. That what is most important is time. If you children get this message today, you will be at the top of the world always, all your life. If you ask Saina, she does not waste a single moment. She's all the time either reading, she's writing, she's working, she's serving, she's thinking, she's organizing, she's thinking something creative for all of us. This is her habit as well. So I would say, good, thank you for asking. This is a message to all our book reading children who may be listening, or all those who are listening, are value for time. Where you spend your time. Now, when you value time, you organize it. You know what to do in the morning. You know what to do in the afternoon. You want to know. You will not spend by 2 hours here. You will plan. I want to finish my time. I want to finish this subject today within this 1 hour. This is what I used to do a timeline today. When we also had so many chapters, you have so many subjects. What do? You plan your day. Today, I will finish my geography chapter in 2 hours' time. So you keep your clock and you keep the eye, and now I have to finish. No distraction. That means you have no phone distraction, nobody. You shut yourself and you study, and you are doing what? Value for time. So one habit, if you all understand what I'm saying, but earlier you get this understanding, the better. Oh, आज कोई बात नहीं, आज कर लो, आज ये कर लो. आज ही है, कल फिर आएगा. जिससे अगर आप हैबिट्स बना लेंगे अच्छी, कि मुझे अपना समय बर्बाद, मुझे समय बिताना है. ये नहीं है कि मैं मूवी देखने जा रही हूँ या मम्मी डैडी के साथ म्यूजिक कर रही हूँ या प्ले कर रही हूँ, मैं वेस्ट कर रही हूँ. मैं वेस्ट नहीं कर, मैं चॉइस से. When you spend your time by choice, you are not wasting your time, but by choice. But if you're letting it float and somebody else control you and somebody else forces you to do certain things which you don't think is useful, is valuable, you're wasting your time. So time is a very, very precious commodity, which is limited in but very productive. It's the way you use it. Got it, Akshay? So you are today beneficiaries
Yes, ma'am.
of the secret of my life so far. This is the secret of my life so far. And I got this early on as a habit, learned by playing, reading, studying. And because I was back to back things, we were doing back to back things, I was using my time better. That's why I could study also, and I could play also, I could compete also, I could travel also, I could top the classes also, I could get the academic qualifications also. I made it to the service by the year I was 22. 22 in the Indian Police Service, just 22. Why? Because I'm using my time well. So I even had a double promotion in one class. I saved a year ahead. So what I'm saying is, children, this is now, it's not that I realized that time is precious. I was organized in such a way that time was organizing me all the time. I knew what I have to do now and what I have to do plan tomorrow. How much time might I spend on this? When am I back? When am I do book reading? Like that. So I was planned. That means I had a timetable. Timetable. You have a table, but you have a timetable, and you have a time clock, and it has the alarms. If you can set your alarms accordingly, mental alarms, physical alarms. It's most precious. All right. Thank you so much for asking this
Thank you,
question.
ma'am. Thank you.
You gave the children some of the best answer with the children. A very good question, because this is the crux of your life as you grow. Duties will change, scenarios will change, relationships will change, friends will change, choices will change, but time will not change. It will remain same 24 hours. Okay. All right. Kushi, your question? Kushi?
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, my question is what is one leadership quality people often underestimate but is actually very powerful?
There are many, many qualities again. Leadership is a bundle of a lot of qualities. Time management is a very important quality of a leadership. Very much. Because when anybody who is a good leader self manages and then manages what his responsibility is in a very methodical manner, he will guide, he will mentor, he or she will mentor, he or she will guide, provide, lead, follow, train. So all these are qualities of leadership. There's no one quality, but I think there's one quality which to my mind would stand out by even despite time management or others. I think it's authenticity. Whether you're trustworthy, trustworthiness. In this case, are you trustworthy as a leader? And if you look around the world, and look around history, in your history books, who are you valuing most? Who are you reading more? Those people who lived up to the trust. They were trustworthy. If they said something, they can be trusted. They can be believed. That means when you are trustworthy, you will naturally be honest. You will naturally be honest. You will naturally be a good friend. You'll naturally be a good relation. You'll naturally be a good teacher because you're trustworthy. मैं तुम्हारे में विश्वास कर सकती हूँ कि ये जो कह रहे हैं ये अच्छी है, अच्छा इंसान है, ये जो कहती है करके दिखाएगी और ये किसी की जेब नहीं काटेगी. Trustworthiness is a noble person, is moral, is ethical. So I would say one of the most important is being authentic, trustworthy, authentic leader who has ethics in place. And this kind of authenticity leader is spiritual also, is God-fearing. And then authentic leader will do unto others what he wants to be done to him, as Jesus said. Do love thy neighbor. Authentic leader will not hurt thy neighbor. Authentic leader will give to all others what he or she wants for himself. So if he wants kindness, he will not be unkind to the other. So authenticity to my mind. Now authenticity, go back home and Google the word authenticity, is credible, is trustworthiness. That's other side of an authentic leader is somebody who's trustworthy. You can rely on them. You can rely on them. They will live up to the word they give. If you give them a loan, they will repay. If you give them towards a kind act, they will also give you kindness back at some stage or the other. They look for when can you repay that kindness. So I think second important quality of leadership is plenty, but in authentic leadership, all other qualities fall in place. Authentic leader values their team. Authentic leader loves their team. Authentic leader will care for the team more. Why? Because he wants it all to him, all this for himself or herself also. Therefore, that person will pass it on to others. That's authenticity, being credible, being trustworthy, being honest. So one word which has this all is authenticity. So you're an authentic friend. I can rely on you. Trustworthy, honest. If I've given you a secret, you will keep it. You're an authentic leader. You're an authentic person. So this is the second question. Kushi is your answer. Good question, children. I liked Akshit's and Kushi's questions. Good questions. Very nice question. Thank you. Kabir, your question.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kabir?
Good evening, ma'am. My question is, why did you want to become a police officer? And what are the good habits that helped you to stay focused to achieve your dreams?
Police, the power of the police officer is the power of prevention. Even when he arrests anybody, while he's arresting somebody, but he's also preventing repetition of crime. Remember that. When he investigates a case, he's getting justice to the victim. While he's sending somebody to the prison, that's doing justice to the victim and the society as a whole. But he's also getting him justice through the courts. He's not the judge. It's the judge who's judging him. But even when he's detained for a while, and then the prison reforms take over, and then they start working on reforms, it's also being preventive. So the power of prevention. So I loved policing. For me was not the power of arrest. For me, it was the power of correction and prevention. So a police, therefore, when I was growing up, I was seeing the potential power of a police officer to do justice. While when not doing justice, enormous destructive power of injustice. So I saw when I was young and growing up, I saw the uniform as two sides of the same coin. Very constructive power of justice and very destructive power of injustice. I wanted to be the power of justice. And that I was not requesting. I had the state authority for it. So when I wear the uniform, I am carrying the government with me. I'm bearing the government. I'm wearing the state power to do it. But I am not wearing the state power to be destructive. I'm using it to be constructive. So when I was growing up, that was my sensitivity. Sensitivity towards injustice. That how can I be in a position to do justice? I could have gone to be a judge. Yes, I can. Why not? But police officers' scope is unlimited as far as this is concerned. Before you go to the judge will do only what the case comes to. For me, the whole society is to be policed. The scale is so wide. The judge judges the case as the case comes. But the police officer is working on security of the society as a whole. It's like a soldier. He's protecting the country as a whole. Isn't it? So I would say this is what, as a child, it's what is getting sensitized to you and what is impacting you. It depends on person to person. Every one of us live in the same world. We observe around. What attracts us? I do not know whether what attracts us is by our sanskar, by our karma, by our rebirth, I do not know. Why am I attracted towards this and not that? I'm attracted to this sensitivity and not that. I don't know. This is a mystery. But I was getting attracted to injustice, differentiate. That is the reason I saw the difference between the treatment of man and a woman in my society when I was growing up. I saw woman not getting her equal opportunities, woman being denied the mobility. She was being told by the parents, no, you don't go, you stay. But daddy, your brother can go into engineering. You go into something else because this is not your world. That was not the case in my home. My home was also opening up the whole world to me when my father said, sky is the limit for you. You as far as you want to go. They never said that's limited and now you have to work within this limitation. No, they never said that. When I was growing up, sky is the limit. Oh, sky is the limit. I can fly as high as I want. They never said you're a girl, you can't do that. So I was traveling widely, reading widely, competing widely, connecting widely, meeting people, networking widely. The world was open for me. I saw what I was being given, many other girls, my friends, were not being given because their parents did not think like that. So therefore, good habits, you said that, Kabir. So you said, what are the good habits that help you stay focused? Now that's second part of your question. Focus to achieve your dream is the purpose with which I came, is being authentic. What is the purpose of my coming here? I stuck to the purpose. So I continue to speak for justice because that's my purpose of life. Speak up where I can in a mature manner. You learn it by maturity. Sometimes when a child, you speak whatever you want to say. But as you grow, you choose your words. You make your statements accordingly. So that's wisdom. So my child, Kabir, what's made me stay focused is never forgetting the purpose. It's like we all, when we want the best of the service, we all go to the temple or the Gurdwara, wherever we believe in, we go and temple, God, give me this. I'm ever grateful to you. I also went to the temple. I also said, God, give me my government service, which I want. I'll ever be grateful to you. I never forgot my prayer. And I remained grateful. So if you remain grateful to the prayer you make, that at that time, how desperately I wanted. So why should I forget when God has given it to me? Never forget the purpose and all the powers that brought you in, and then stay on course. Do all that. All your actions should meet the higher purpose of your having joined. So never forget the higher purpose which brought you to where you are. So choose your purpose. So therefore, choosing the purpose is very vital. Higher purpose. There's a purpose. Oh, I want a job. There's a purpose. I want to feed my family. There's a purpose. I want a dignity. I want to be known. There's a purpose. But there's a higher purpose. Higher purpose in your case, you youth, should be to make your lives in such a way that you grow up to shine as Indians, as Indian youth, Indian leadership, Indian citizen, Indian. So you have to you have to grow up all these qualities as very powerfully strong Indians. And one man is enough. One man, one woman heading an organization is enough if he can turn it around. One is enough. One authentic leader can turn around any sick institution. One leader in your organization. And that is why I want you to read these newspapers, because you will see leadership in all parts of the world. What is happening on who is leading in what way, you will get to understand. And who is remembered? Who is remembered? That person who continued to live high. And high purpose leader is not a weak leader, is a very effective leader. He's a tough leader. He's a courageous leader. He's a risk-taking leader because he protects others. So therefore, staying focused on the higher purpose to achieve your dream. So you live your dream every day. The higher purpose makes you live your dream every day. Remember that. And the higher purpose is spiritually blessed. Because the higher purpose is not selfish. Higher purpose is not selfish. It is selfless. It considers others before you do your. It will see whether it's benefiting me, okay, but is it benefiting others more? I would do that. So they will judge their whole duty accordingly. They will perform their actions accordingly. So a authentic leader, a time managing leader, will also live to the higher purpose, which is larger good. So they go for larger good, not personal good. And even if it's sometimes at a personal cost, they will do it because it's larger good, because they're a leader. So you have to grow up to be that person who has a higher purpose, and your higher purpose is certainly a proud Indian, a developed Indian, economic. So that means you grow up, you innovate, you create, you study in such a way that I create something for my country, which my country will benefit, my countrymen will benefit. And whether you are in government service or you're in business, that does not matter. Everything has a higher purpose. Teaching has a higher purpose. Whatever you do, you add for others' good. Right? Okay, Kabir? Navya, your question?
नाव्या, बच्चे आपने अपने टॉपिक के बारे में भी बात नहीं करी है. आपका सिग्नल चला गया था, तो बात करनी है टॉपिक के बारे में और फिर क्वेश्चन.
No, we are on another wavelength right now.
ठीक है, तो फिर क्वेश्चन पूछो. ठीक है.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are stitching on this. Okay, Navya, your question.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, as you mentioned right now that there were no limits in your house, but I wanted to ask that how did you cope up with the conflict of who you wanted to be and who the society wanted you to be, or who the society expected you to be?
You first owe to yourself what you want to be. You don't decide what society wants you to be. You first decide what you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And your Killa is your home. Your Red Fort is your home. That's the fort. That's a fort. And your guardians are your parents and your family. They inspire you. But supposing they have something else in mind, but you have something else in mind, as long as it's a very worthy idea, you do that. And then you don't go about opening the door and announce, am I acceptable in my choosing the IPS or not? You don't go around asking. Why you're choosing, you decide, your family decides, and your preparation begins. But then you don't go about asking, am I in the right profession, please? Because nobody knows you yourself than you yourself. Only your parents know you, and you know yourself. Nobody else. Nobody else knows you. So you know your capability. You know your purpose. You know your plan, what you could do. You know your capacity. You know your energy. You know your resources. You know your capability. So why would you go about? And then you do. But you don't wait for society to continue to say and taking social approvals. You go transform society. Supposing something new, you do, and now you are the change agent. You transform because you're doing something which is authentically correct. All reformers have not gone change things by social approval. They've done it despite social caste system, gender discrimination. A lot of issues would not have changed. Education for the girl child or women's emancipation would not have come if reformers had not gone against the grain. They've not. So they went about changing society. Vivekananda changed society, Western world, of how Hinduism is considered. So they don't wait. I would say that you choose, hang on to it, work on it, think this through, create your support systems, and go about doing it with a sense of confidence. When you're doing the right thing, should you go when anybody commits a wrong, does he go to the society saying, should I commit this crime? He doesn't. He does it because he's tempted to do it. He has his personal interest. He's greed. He's got violence, selfish interest. And he wants to hide. Why would he make it public? But when you want to achieve something, would you go about asking society? You again take it individual. Right or wrong, you take your individual decisions. But you go with the family. You go with the family. Family support is your support, is your pressure. So if you are lucky in having family support, nothing better. But if you don't have the family support in your transformation, you let the family know this is what you want. This is what you want. And this is what you like to achieve. But you go ahead and you take the courage and risks. So Navya, this is my answer. Saina, should we take the last question, Akriti?
Thank you, ma'am.
Go ahead,
Yes,
Akriti.
Sanjay.
Good evening,
Yeah.
ma'am. Ma'am, my question
Yes.
for you is, if you are mentoring today's youth personally, what are the 3 biggest mistakes you would tell us to avoid while building our future?
One of the mistake which I mentioned at the beginning when Akshit asked the question, they don't understand the value of time. They think they're taking it for granted. Second thing, I think what they also take for granted is their health. Is their health. Third is they take it for granted wealth. All these things they take for granted. What they also take for granted is their family, their parents. They're there forever. They're not there forever. They're not there forever. Because time is flying. When you are growing, so are your parents growing. They'll outgrow. They will go. They will groom you and go. So never lose track that your parents are also growing. Every birthday that you celebrate, remember they've gone 1 year older. You are growing, but parents are growing older. You're growing up, but parents are growing older. They take it for granted. We all make this mistake. We take our parents' age for granted. They are not there for granted. Secondly, we take time for granted. It's not there for granted. You never know how long, but the value for time. The third is they are ungrateful. You have to remain grateful for what you have. Moment you have in life gratitude, you have everything in your life coming in. Grateful for whatever you have, and then build from there. Grateful, I have good health. I have parents. I have a great school. What else do I want? I have full protection of my parents. What else do I want? I have a wonderful school. What else I don't? And I'm healthy. What else do I want? Now it's my duty to be grateful. That means when you're grateful, you value everything you have. When you're grateful, you have value for everything. Everything you have. The food you eat, the country you live in, the family, the relationships you build, you are grateful. So, but you're not, everything is not happening, going to be according to you. But you understand what can I be grateful for and what can I stay away from. That's gratitude does not mean you're living without wisdom. So I would say this is what today's youth can be. Number 3 things I said. Don't take time for granted. It's changing. Time is changing. Life is changing. Secondly is, as I said, what was the second thing? Is value health. Be grateful. Health is also very vital. We eat anything we want, and we develop lots of diseases which we can avoid. The youth, you cannot eat whatever you want. Today, a very high percentage of Indian youth is suffering from obesity. Why? Because they're eating anything they want. There's a time to eat. And there's things to eat. and there are things not to eat. Time, value your health. If you value your health, you'll remain energetic. And when you're energetic, you'll be able to be more productive. Despite being right, still certain things hit you. Health hits you, despite doing all the right things. So that is uncertainty. That's life. So be prepared for uncertainty. The youth has to be prepared for uncertainty. Don't take anything for granted. Life of parents is not for granted. Your health is not for granted. Your wealth is not for granted. You have to earn everything and value everything. Nothing's for granted. To earn everything. Earn your time. Earn your respect. Earn your gratitude. So be grateful for whatever you have, because you never know how permanent, how temporary it is. Okay, Sana, I've covered all my questions.
Gee, Mummy, will try doing a sum up, but I've scribbled all over. So let me just say what I want to say to them. They're just points. Anybody wants to talk more about things, life, you connect on the WhatsApp group and we'll get in touch with you. Beta, health is most important. ये बात याद रखना कि जान है तो जहान है. अपनी हेल्थ पे बहुत ध्यान लगाना. फिजिकल हेल्थ, स्पिरिचुअल हेल्थ, इमोशनल हेल्थ, मेंटल हेल्थ. उसके लिए बहुत एलैबोरेट तरीके नहीं चाहिए होते. हैव अ वेरी वेरी हेल्दी, सिंपल, सस्टेनेबल रूटीन जो आप लाइफ लॉन्ग फॉलो कर सकते हो. तो आपकी हेल्थ, बच्चे, आप 14, 15, 17 साल के हो, लेकिन आपकी हेल्थ, एक डेली स्किल सेट जरूर आना चाहिए. आपको अपनी डेली लाइफ के लिए बहुत मजबूत होना चाहिए. क्लीनिंग, कुकिंग, रनिंग योर एरंड्स, पेइंग योर बिल्स, पैसे संभालना, कपड़े संभालना, अपनी चीज़ों को संभालना, अपनी स्पेस को संभालना बहुत ज़रूरी है. इट कीप्स यू ऑर्गेनाइज्ड, इट कीप्स योर स्पेस अराउंड यू क्लीन, इट कीप्स इट light and light. It keeps it filled with light and it keeps it light. Very important. It will reflect in everything you do. Don't run after illusions. अपने ड्रीम्स, गोल्स, उनको बड़ा प्रैक्टिकल रखो. उनको बहुत इलैबोरेट अभी मत करो. स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलो. बहुत सारे बच्चे प्रोसेस को स्किप करना चाहते हैं. ऐसे नहीं होगा ना. 12th पास करोगे, फिर कॉलेज पास करोगे, फिर कुछ स्किल्स सीखोगे, फिर आगे बढ़ोगे. तो अपने गोल्स, एस्पिरेशंस, इल्यूजन्स, ड्रीम्स समझो उनको. रियलिस्टिक, प्रैक्टिकल. अपने लिए रिसोर्सेज क्रिएट करने हैं. अपने लिए इतना पैसा क्रिएट करना है सही तरीके से, सही मायने में, सही रास्ते पे चलकर, that you all can live a life of dignity. अपने आप को इतना सक्षम बनाना है और इतने रिसोर्सेज अपने लिए, अपने आप को इतना काबिल बनाना है to live a life of dignity. ये होना चाहिए आपके मन में. अपनी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स पर काम करो. आपको जो बात कहनी है, कब कहनी है, कितनी कहनी है, क्यों कहनी है, किसको कहनी है, आना चाहिए. चालाकी में और विजडम में फर्क होता है. चालाक मत बनो, वाइज बनो. चालाकी उल्टी पड़ती है, विजडम आगे तक लेके जाता है. चालाक नहीं बनना, वाइज बनना है. मम्मी 2 मिनट और. एक और गोल बनाओ, that I'll create a happy home for myself. I'll create happy relationships for myself. आपका दिल आपको आवाज देगा कौन आपका अपना है. घर 3 बेडरूम, 4 बेडरूम, 5 बेडरूम से नहीं बनेगा. 1 बेडरूम हॉल किचन है, आपका अपना है. बनाओ, उसमें खुशियां भरो. जैसे जैसे बड़े हो जाओगे ना, अपने लिए एक हैप्पी स्पेस बनाओ, एक हैप्पी होम बनाओ, वो आपके हाथ में ही है। खुद पर बहुत निर्भर करता है बच्चे, बनाओ उसको। मैं आज आपको ना सेल्फ लेसनेस की बात नहीं बोल रही हूँ, वो बहुत बड़ी स्पिरिचुअलिटी है। इंसानियत मत खो, एक बेसिक इंसानियत है इस सृष्टि में जीने के लिए, उसको तो पकड़ के रखो। कर्टसी, कॉर्डियलिटी, इंसानियत, इतना तो करो। एक सवाल रोज पूछो अपने आप से, एम आई सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्टिव और एम आई सेल्फ कंस्ट्रक्टिव? ये जिंदगी भर काम आएंगे ये जो पॉइंट्स मैं बोल रही हूँ, सारे बोल देती हूँ, मुझे परमिशन मिली है, लेकिन ये जिंदगी भर काम आएगा। एम आई सेल्फ कंस्ट्रक्टिव कि एम आई सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्टिव? पूछ लेना खुद को कोई भी फैसला करने से पहले। You must have moments of joy and rest in your life. Simple joys that are not heavily dependent on everything outside. You must learn how to spend time with your own self. ये काम आने वाली चीजें आपके लिए, a nice walk, movie, book, a nice meal, rest, good sleep, light-hearted moments with loved ones. Very important. But you must know your tribe. You must know who your people are. Be good at something. Be good at something in life and be a lovely all-rounder. But you must be good at something you enjoy, something that comes naturally to you. You'll know your natural calling. So be good at something and be a lovely all-rounder. Groom yourself. Groom yourself. Look at your physical being. Hygiene. I'm not talking of elaborate procedures. Groom yourself. Know your
Okay.
clothes. Yes.
Let's go.
Know your body language, your hygiene, your grooming.
Yep.
Keep all this in mind. These are
Plenty.
just touch points, but
Plenty
keep
to
all this
take.
in mind. Yes.
Plenty to take home.
Yes. Mama, one last thing. What is your source of faith? You can't go about in this world till you're not anchored in faith. What holds you during your tough times? Your faith. Your faith. Who are you leaning on? Who are you seeking grace from? Do you know that?
Okay. Thank you, children, for this day, and you will stay connected. You'll get a morning nutrition message every morning. Shivani Arora will be sending you morning nutrition, and that will inspire you every morning, and you can share it with your friends. It's a positive thought. You'll every morning, having joined the book reading group family, you will hear about it. Every morning, you will get a very good message. Okay? And
Good children. They're good
you
children.
can think about it and share it with your friends. And now you're joining a large family of book reading children. Some have, you are at your age of 17, 15, 14. Others have become 25, 22, 23. So we do an alumni. So you will also step up one day to become an alumni. We will be spending festivals together. We do spend the New Year, the Christmas, the Diwali, we do. So you will be invited for certain other occasions as well. So you're part of a large book reading family. Okay? All right. God bless you.
You all have
Thank
good
you.
children. A lot
Thank
of good
you.
energy, a lot of good children. Stay like this. Lots
Bless
of
you.
love to you. Bless
Thank
you.
you.
Ma bless.
Thank you. Want to
Ma
thank the DL team, Demonstrative Learning team of our YouTube, for having brought this together.
Ma
Thank you.
bless. Ma bless you. Ma bless you. Khush raho.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Khush raho.
Thank you, ma'am.
Khush raho.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Bless you. Bless you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am.